Hey everybody, welcome to Really Playing Games, My Little Pony, Tales of Equestria. I am Graham. I am playing Toxapony, the harbinger of plagues and doom. Brian?
I am Shardik Sparkle Pony, the Technomancer Wizard.
Garrett?
I am playing Zyson, who's a unicorn pony Solarian. Greatness of friendship.
SB?
I'm playing Yulia, I don't know these fucking names. Ice Princess. Ice Princess, Solange. I don't know. The, Vlaka Witch Warper.
I'm also Ross. I'm playing Ozzy Glimmer and Bobbert, the Isoki mechanic.
And I'm Patrick. I play
The
all
PM, the Pony Master.
of pony kind.
Have you been sitting on that all week?
Every pony.
Okay, so I'm going to use the exploding hoof technique. So when I get the highest number on the die, I can re-roll the die and then level up and choose between the two results to the highest number. That's an actual thing from the real game, exploding hoof technique.
Jesus.
I'm also...
How much of this have you watched?
You don't know.
I don't. That's why I asked.
I'm not telling.
That means all of it.
It's a legit RPG. Like, it's actually pretty tight.
What's my pony called?
Whatever you want it to be. Because friendship is magic, goddammit! Okay.
I like how Shardik has the transparency somehow visible.
I didn't spend very much time on this. I thought of this when I was coming home from work. And, hey, April Fools! It's actually Starfinder against the Aeon throne. Pew, 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 pew. Lasers. But with ponies this time.
Pony lasers.
Mm-hmm.
So, only because the bars don't work, I'm going to move all the ponies
Bye, ponies.
and reveal your actual characters.
Except for nobody.
Aw, bye, ponies. My Toxapony. Harbinger of Doom.
Okay, I actually have to switch to
Ice
the GM info
Princess.
overlay. Hold on. Okay. Is Shardik visible?
Yes,
Okay. Is anybody
here.
not visible?
I think we're all here.
Good.
Yes, Graham. It was humorous.
Last time, you who are the members of the Resistance, against the Aslanti occupation of this colony, you were just sent to deliver some stuff to. You fought your way into the garrison, farther into the garrison. You fought a couple of guys with whips, defeated them. It was a tough fight. You discovered, you looked around and you found one other room, plus you found the holding cell where Medellin Kathai, who is the administrator of this particular colony, has been held, along with several other humans and a Shirin. Murphy discovered a trap in that way that he discovers traps. It was Murphy, right? Not Shardik? Yeah.
Yeah. Murphy found the trap.
Graham, you're muted.
And Shardik disabled the trap and then decided to open the door.
Because we only had a minute. I thought we were in a hurry.
You have 1 minute to go through the door. So you discovered a man sitting at a desk. He has slender features, somewhat androgynous. His name was given to you by Medellin, who called him Ola Raja, and he looks like this.
Damn. Nice.
And Shardik, right after you opened the door, he seemed to have been waiting, and he made a gesture, and these little spiky star things came straight for you and hit you in the face.
It hurt
Or
a
body.
lot.
It hurt. Sure
I
did
did not
hurt.
like that a lot.
And now you are all
Very
going to roll
hurting.
initiative.
Yay!
And I think that for once, I can roll initiative like a normal person.
Crazy. Are you?
Is that like a 1?
That's a 3 for me.
Too higher than a 1.
Now that I can do this, where is it?
NPC character
Initiative.
sheets. Yeah, it's in a different spot from the character ones.
Did he show up? He did. Very good. Numerically descending, at the top of the round, we have Yulia with a 21.
That's right. Axe burst. Not sure what to do yet. So he just fired magic missiles / space magic
so
missiles at Shardik.
from this vantage point, you know that the door opened,
They're space magic missiles.
and now Shardik is bleeding. That is what you know.
Space magic missiles.
Space missiles.
I'm gonna go by. Do I have to like spend extra movement to get past him?
Nope.
15, 20. I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to get behind. Is there a way to like look in the room and then shoot like around the door and have cover or something?
Yes, you and he will both have cover.
So I'm gonna try to take a shot from cover.
Although that is advantageous because he's behind this big desk. He has cover just where he is. So this way you have cover.
So I'm gonna try to get a quick lay as I run past the door, and then I'm gonna try to peek my head around it, and then as a move, take out
Take out my gun.
a semi-automatic tactical pistol, because I have that, right? And that's like it has regular bullets, right?
Yep, it's KAC.
And so that's just going to be a dex roll, right?
Yes.
Okay. 20 plus dex. Bloop. Starting it off just like
So a 4 does not hit his KAC plus 4. Spoiler alert, he doesn't have a KAC of 0, guys.
0.
What?
That's what I'm gonna do.
I think he would by definition be unconscious because he would have a dex of -10. Ozzy,
How many bullets do those come with usually?
they had, I can tell you, which one. So did you get this from the guys you just fought, or was that one of the original ones?
I think it was one of the original ones because it's been in my.
Okay, because
Yeah,
they
it was
only
before
use
we got the voice box.
they use 1 bullet each. Let me get to those guys, and I can tell you how many they had. I told you at the time, however,
I didn't think I was gonna use it.
with 9. So it now has 7.
Okay, sounds good.
Ozzy.
I would like to delay.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Fancy Pants over here.
Alrighty. And do you get to just like, it's like
Thank you.
Pathfinder, you can just like bump in whenever you feel like it.
Yep.
Sounds good.
After any creature takes its turn,
Does Bobbert go?
Bobbert goes
You have
after
to wait
me.
for you. Okay. It is my turn.
Shit.
Olaraja, because that is his name, looks at you and let's see.
Such
Not
choices.
anticipating being first.
Many stratagems.
Cloud kill. Grenade.
So
Rocket launcher.
those are possible. Does not have a
Fuck.
rocket launcher. You can see that much. That's not this guy's bag.
Rocket
A
launcher.
15
G-nade.
feet. Okay, I have it open to this exactly for this. 1, 2,
Good.
3, 1, 2, 3. So no. Or do you choose? No. Okay, just straight up no. He's going to use a full round to. Who's a good target? I mean, he can hit any of you because he can see you. And by any of you, I mean Shardik, Murphy, and Yulia.
Mm-hmm.
Shardik opened the door and is already injured, but Murphy
Sup.
sure is right in the front. He's
Meow.
gonna take a full round action. He says, in common, "You are fools to have come here." And you take 5 damage as these sparkling stars just appear around his hands and shoot toward Murphy and hit him for
Fuck.
nearly minimum damage.
Swift. It always hits.
And that's his turn.
You're gonna regret that. Eventually.
You're up.
I'm gonna copy him, which means I'm also
Alrighty.
gonna use a full round action to cast magic missile.
Okay.
However, I'm not gonna target Murphy. I'm gonna target Ola Raja.
You're too
That
kind.
sounds like a better plan.
Ola Raja.
Ola Raja.
Okay, so you do 3. Wow.
Nice.
11.
See, that's
Holy
how you're
shit.
supposed to do it.
You
Okay.
fucking showed him.
That's that's painful.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
Battle of the Technomancers. Zyson.
Use one
Zyson, you hear a little bit of shouting. I think this door in front of you is open. Or not in front of you. This door here is open. So you hear shouting, you hear some squishy sounds as something hits Shardik, as something hits Murphy, and then you see Shardik cast a spell. What would you like to do?
Hey.
Kill him.
Everybody.
Oh, sorry.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I got full stamina. Let's go charge forward.
Brave, brave, brave.
I think I can get here. Nope. Not there. I miscounted. 5, 10, 15, 20. I think I can get to here.
You can get to there.
Yeah, I'll charge in to get ready to start smacking on this mage.
Because that's your move. What would you like to do for standard?
Yeah. Might as well fire. I think I've got. I can swap to quick. Where is my? Let's try. I might not be the best with these things, but
Oh, not bad.
An 18 against his EAC will hit.
Yay.
So that's 3 sonic damage.
I feel like I'm doing better than the last
Yeah.
couple times.
Hell yeah.
So he is hit by this focused beam of painful sound. He does not like it one bit. Murphy.
All right. I'm feeling brandy and ready to go. So
Wait,
yeah, that's right.
are you sure
Yeah,
you're
that's
gonna
right.
use
Murphy's just horny for this battle. Murphy's gonna go. Let's see. That desk being on two sides is problematic. We're gonna go
It's a problematic disc.
One of
5,
those corner desks.
10,
They're always a problem.
I
15.
want one
That
of those.
didn't work.
Think I can take it when we kill
That's
him?
15.
I mean me, not Shardik. So would that work?
25, 30, 35, 40, which is my speed.
Okay.
With my trick attack, so I'll move over to there in the corner, back itself in the corner, and try to shoot. Don't know if it still has cover. I'm guessing maybe because that little lip of the desk.
Think so. Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
there's a.
Well, here's my acrobatics.
Yeah.
22.
It's definitely going to be the way of this corner, no matter what. So.
So is it a CR2 or less?
No. So you fail. Sorry. 22 would have succeeded on everything you have fought so far. Not this guy.
I'm gonna cry on April Fool's Day. Fuck it, making my stupid laser attack. Pew! 15 versus EAC.
Is going to actually. I forgot his cover last time.
So
he has
11 now, I guess.
Yeah, it's. I'm gonna put the cover on his defense. A 15 EAC hits.
Sweet. 1 fire
So
damage.
he's getting the +2 because you can see about half of him.
Okay, cool.
I'm
do
gonna
not.
go after Murphy.
1 fire damage.
So 1 fire damage. I would hope so.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Um,
Also, how do we just push you at 7?
Yeah, I
and
think
then
so.
quarter?
Yep.
Okay.
I am moving to here, and I'm going to do. Which one is it? I'm going to do covering fire. Is it
Alright.
covering fire or herring fire?
Harrying gives them the -2.
Yeah, harrying gives the penalty to their, or
No,
gives
no.
a bonus to hit. I think.
Yeah, bonus. Yeah, I'm gonna do herring fire.
Okay, covering fire is something different, right?
Yeah, covering fire gives
Other way around,
plus
penalty to
2 AC to ally. Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, that's
Pew,
also
pew.
good.
Nope.
And a 12 will fail.
Pew, pew.
What would Bobbert like to do?
Bobbert comes in and crawls along the wall.
All right. Yulia is up.
Okay, I see. So I guess I'm going to move in 10, 15, 20 to here, and I'm gonna shoot him again.
Get him. You get a plus. No, you don't. Never mind.
You get a +0.
Yeah.
Oh, I did something.
15 versus KAC will miss.
Oh.
Jesus. Jesus, Joseph and Mary.
Okay, that's
And you
it.
move.
Don't you
Yes.
get a base attack bonus?
Yeah,
Or is that
plus
with your
1.
base? Oh.
Oh,
That's true.
Is your dexterity 14?
yeah. So
Then
it's 16.
you get a yeah, so 16 versus Casey.
That'll hit.
Yes! Graham remembers
So
the
it's not.
rules.
So it's not just
Graham
this.
invokes Graham casts invoke obscure rule.
So So you get your base attack
Boy.
bonus with all attacks then?
Yes.
As long as you are proficient.
Yeah.
Actually, no, with all attacks, even if you're not proficient. It's just a -4 penalty if
Yeah.
you are unproficient.
Okay, it's a tactical pistol, so I'm fine. Okay, so I'm gonna do. Is it a D4?
I think pistol's D6.
1d6.
It's a 6.
And do I get dexes? No, there's no
Nope.
damage, right?
Nope.
That's not a
Nope.
thing.
Nope.
Bloop.
Not for PC.
3
damage.
regular damage.
All right. It hits his armor, and he is injured. Okay. I believe he's going to do something interesting.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because that's what we want our boss fights to be, interesting.
That's right.
You sure do.
Not instantly
of them can-
over.
Yeah. Because there's no just like.
At least,
Just like it doesn't.
I guess that was the downside to 4th edition, was that when everybody had dailies, you would just save all of them for the boss, and then just like 10 dailies in 2
Yeah.
rounds or whatever.
So bosses were just like a pack of hit points.
Annihilated.
As soon as the boss is hittable, just dead.
Yep. Daily,
Remember
daily,
that
daily.
time that I pushed the boss off a platform and won that way?
It's great.
That's right. That
Fantastic.
was during a one-shot, right?
I'm not sure it was a one shot, but yeah, it was a short campaign.
Very short boss.
So
I think there was one time where we pushed the Baylor off the cliff or something. That was during a one-shot. I can't remember who did that. It might have been Alex.
the wall there. Okay, so Olaraja jumps up onto his desk.
No more cover.
And starts extolling the virtues of living for today and inspiring his students. Carpe diem.
He raises his hand and looks at Yulia and says, I will teach you the powers of the Aeon Road. Or the Aeon, the Aslanti Star Empire.
It's
And
the
you
titular
see
thing, the titular
that-
MacGuffin.
Fire begins appearing around his hands
Uh-oh.
and whooshes out at
I know
you
that spell.
and hits Yulia, Zyson, and Ozzy.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot
And
of fire.
Shardik?
Oh, jeez.
Then no, it's not going to hit Shardik. It's
Oh.
not long enough.
No! I scream
So,
out as my friends burn.
I need you to please make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, I would have been great
You
at
mean
this.
reflex?
Reflex, you mean?
Yes, reflex saves. Sorry.
Nice. Good job, Ozzy. Good job, Zyson.
Okay, so you all save, probably.
Julia.
Yulia's got it. Okay, good.
Oh,
Yulia
Captain.
Julia
fails.
gets the face
Somebody
of
gets to take
fire.
full damage. So that's gonna be
Ah, shit.
1. I should just look at the.
Murphy's gonna feel real bad if you barbecue in this moment.
Oh, that's the wrong die. It's 8s. $14 damage.
Oh
Half
no!
Yowza.
Who got hit with this? It was me, Zyson, and Ozzy.
You took full. Zyson and Ozzy took half.
To an ally. Okay.
Captain, can you bend reality to fix this?
Unfortunately, it says change the amount of damage dealt to a person.
One other person.
It just says self or ally. So it's not like I can reduce the damage from the spell, right, to everybody.
Nope.
So it would just be.
Unless it says attack. Does it say the word attack?
No, because it like has an exception about, it doesn't change the flat damage from like environmental things if it's a flat damage. So that, and I think an exception proves the rule thing. I guess environmental can make attacks though, right?
Possibly.
Yeah,
as long
I
as
think
it
that's
doesn't.
talking.
As long as it doesn't say attack, then it works. Who gets to take? Somebody gets to take 1 extra damage. I think it's going to be Yulia takes 1 extra damage.
Just are we not supposed to know why, or?
It just happens.
It just happens.
Okay.
Because you
let's
failed.
See.
Sorry.
When you or an ally within 100 feet takes damage.
Okay. So are you going to spend your resolve point to reduce the damage to somebody?
How many resolve points do I have? I have 2.
I mean, we are fighting the big boss of the chapter. Probably. There's a bigger boss.
Does Zyson have no stamina?
Oh, I've got 7.
Oh, you have stamina? Okay, I can't see. Oh, is that the yellow bar?
Yellow
HP
bar
is the yellow bar.
is.
Okay, I'm gonna reduce it
Resolve.
to B.
Probably a good idea.
So what would I take?
So you take 3.
That is much better.
Yeah.
I rolled. I mean, it's 2d8. I rolled an 8 and a 6. And 1 person takes 1 extra damage. My choice. So, Yulia, you still take.
Okay.
That is his turn. Shardik.
Well, I'm not going to cast that spell because I feel like you guys would get really mad at me.
I think you should cast that spell.
And kill some of us.
But I think more than just some of you at this point. But no, I'm going to cast Magic Missile again. It worked so well last time. I'm doing it as a full round action again because I'm not moving.
Okay. He's gonna take. How is it a 5? It's D4s.
Isn't it D4 plus 1?
Yeah, it says in deal 1d4 plus 1.
Oh.
So Shardik have taken more damage.
So, yeah, Shardik takes 2 more damage. Takes 3
No,
more
I
damage.
mean, I took like. Because. I took 13 points of damage last time.
That was 9.
When you cast that spell last week.
Maybe yours was.
Because I had 10 stamina points and full hit, because I was full before I took any damage, and I'm down 13.
Okay, then I probably did yours right.
I think so.
I thought you took 9. Oh well. So Murphy, you take 3 more.
Ow.
Yeah, and also it wasn't a full action when he cast it on me before because it was a surprise round.
Right. Yeah, I rolled really high.
Yeah, I mean you rolled really well, but even with the 9 points of damage, I would be 2d4 plus.
Yeah, you should have taken 4, 8, 9, 10. You should have taken 10, right? So I rolled 4s.
I don't know if you. Well, I mean, if you rolled max, yeah, I would have taken 10, not 13.
Whatever. It's not a big deal.
But yeah, I took the whatever the lightning damage was, as well.
Oh, there's an extra damage in there for his thing.
Oh yeah, his special thing. But it's not fire damage.
So you do 5, 6, 7, 10. Jesus Christ, 10 damage. All right. He is not happy about that. That's your full action, Zyson.
Hey. I want to get close and smack.
Get close and smack. Mm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that I've got reach, but I can't remember how it works on diagonals.
Can you reach on a diagonal?
You kind of first one went, put out the second one.
I don't think you can reach on a diagonal.
Oh no,
Well,
no, you can't.
He
'cause it-
can, yes. The first diagonal, yeah. For 10-foot reach, you threaten the squares around you and the squares around. After that, you count diagonal by the normal Starfinder rules.
Mm-hmm. Neat.
That's close anyways, in case he starts running around. And let's give him a smack. My character sheet. Smack.
Nice.
Oh, a 23 will
Shoo.
hit for 9 damage.
Whap.
You hit Garrett.
You did
I
it.
nailed it. This is great. I'm having such success tonight. I hope this bodes well. Hits I've had in weeks.
Murphy, you're up.
All right. I'm going to come over to this corner now. 5, 10, 15, 20. And try another trick attack, this time from behind.
Okay.
Acrobatics. 34.
That will
I do
succeed.
several backflips on my way over there. So flat-footed against this attack and no cover. You're standing on the desk, you fool. You damn ass Lanty idiot. Shoot with my laser pistol. And a 12 versus flat-footed EAC.
Flat-footed EAC, I think is gonna hit.
Even if you hit, it's.
I get trick attack if I hit.
Oh, that's true.
Will hit, yes.
Yeah! Yeah, 5 points of fire damage.
All right, he is looking rough.
Arr. Meow.
Ozzy.
Come out.
All right,
Get 'em.
moving over to here, and I'm gonna shoot at them across the desk. Pew pew. All right, not bad.
That will hit for 1 fire damage.
All right, and then I'm gonna hunker down next to the desk.
Okay. So are you going prone?
If that will give me cover, yeah. I am a small thing.
I think if you're prone where he is right now, if you are prone, you would have cover. Yes.
Awesome.
Of course, if he moves, like that would be bad. But
Well, if they move, if they move,
that's
then-
if he's moving like specifically to go after you.
yeah.
Yulia.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, that's right.
Bobbert has
Bobby.
to go. Wow.
Yeah.
We should
Bobbert.
put Bobbert in the initiative so that I don't forget him.
Okay. Bobbert crawls into the room and then shoots. I mean, I could put him into the initiative order, or
It
you
doesn't
could just
really
remember
matter.
that he always goes after me.
Or that. Or you could remind me.
Yeah, I did.
And
That's 11, so that's not
11 misses. Zap. Bobbert is making up for his previous strength. And this is
He's
Yulia.
only good against
It's now
minions.
actually your turn.
Is he holding like a visible weapon?
He has a so he has a gun, a pistol. Yeah, so he has a sword on his hip, and he has a pistol of some kind.
Okay.
But mostly he's casting spells so far. Obviously.
Right. So I'm gonna cast Fear, targeting him.
Nice.
Is he
I see
CR
that's a save.
4 or?
He is CR4 or lower. If
Okay.
that's your question.
Or less. And it is a will save.
It's his best save. Natural 1.
Yay!
So he, let's see, is frightened for 3 rounds.
Ooh.
Okay.
Little scaredy cat. Meow.
Which means he runs away from frightened of you.
I think, yeah,
Fear.
yeah.
It is probably
Um,
fright is the condition.
Will be frightened for 1d4 rounds, which means you flee from the source of your fear as best you can. If you are unable to flee, you can instead fight. You take a -2 penalty to ability checks, attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks. You can use special abilities, including spells, to flee. Indeed, you must use such means if they are the only way you have to escape while you are frightened. If you are already frightened, to become duration stacks for multiple fear effects. So if he has a magic way of getting away, he has to use it because he is frightened of me.
Ow.
Okay. So on his turn, he is going to jump down. Dyson, you get an attack of opportunity.
Excellent. I was hoping you'd say that.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
So that's
13 points of damage.
why is it listed as 6 + 7?
Because the crit.
The crit.
It's supposed to
he
be
crit.
crit separately.
Okay.
He did a crit. He did a crit.
Okay.
He turned his back to run and
Nice.
Moments of
Stab him in the
fear.
back.
The drunk
So-
Kasatha comes through.
So he Zyson slices with his what is your actual weapon? It's not a glaive. I want to call it the glaive. It's not
Tactical
a glaive.
pike.
tactical
It's like a
pike.
spear.
And slashes along his back. He staggers for a second and keeps going. 10, 15, 20.
Does Murphy
Murphy
get an
get-
attack?
Does Murphy
I have
have a
I have
melee
a pistol
weapon?
out. No.
Do you have claws?
And
Uh,
moves here. Ozzy, do
that
you
sharp.
have a melee weapon out?
He's
Oz.
talking.
Did he get a reaction when he's prone?
Ozzy.
He sure does.
Ross.
He just takes a penalty.
Ross, do you have a
has-
melee weapon?
Ozzy, do you have a melee weapon out?
Not out now.
Okay. And then he reaches up and presses something that you did not see on this bookshelf, and the bookshelf opens, and you see a
What?
bunch of ponies on the other side. Shardik,
What?
your turn.
So he hasn't disappeared yet?
He has not disappeared. He had to use his standard action to activate the secret door.
Okay.
Oh, he's trying to get away.
He is compelled to try to get away. So that's what he's trying to do.
Ooh.
So it's like there.
It's I think it's both of these. Let me consult the book because it's on a very different page. It is. Oh, it's actually here. So it's right in front of him. It doesn't make a difference to his movement, but so he hits a button on the of some kind on the end of that bookshelf, and it opens a secret door.
Sure.
Which none of you searched for. None of you searched that room. Found it. You did.
That's
search.
right. We were on a mission.
You were.
Mhm.
Yep. Shardik. Oh, bear.
Yeah.
Being a bear.
Well, I was gonna be a bear, but then he moved. So is it an extra 5 feet of movement for me to get through these doors?
Yes.
Okay, then I used up all my movement to get here. I am going to use my last magic missile. This one is not going to be a full action. very sad about that.
So what's the difference between a full action and a non-full action magic?
One less.
One die.
missile.
Okay.
One more magic
fewer
missile.
missiles.
One less pew.
It's slightly less magical.
It's only pew pew.
It's pew pew, not pew pew pew.
Okay. You should get one more.
Yeah, I should get one more. It's weird.
You should get two. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, do it.
It actually makes no difference. So you, the bear, cast with your paws. What do your magic missiles look like, Shardik? And how do they murder Raja?
Yeah.
They actually look like little bear claws. Not
Not the same.
not the sweet, but like the actual. Like if you were to
Shardik throws donuts.
chop a claw, bear claws aren't donuts. Like if you were to snip the claw off the tip of his finger, it would look like the talon like that,
So kind of like that.
but white, like really bright white light. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
And
So
they slash at him.
Yeah, go ahead.
So they slash at his face, I guess, because he only had 2 hit points left.
And once an opponent is at two hit points, you can actually hit their face.
Exactly.
Otherwise, faces are immune and stuff. And you kill him. He's dead.
Yay!
Falls to the ground.
We did it.
Aizen, you actually hit something.
Yeah, nice
Hey,
going,
I killed
Kasapa.
I clearly need a drink.
Ozzy, Shardik, why don't you get back here and start rummaging through this poor sack's computer? And then I go over to inspect the body and look for what valuables it has on it.
Give
I'm
me
going
a
to-
perception check, Murphy.
Sure.
I'm going to stand at this door and try to keep an eye out for people coming in, like this way.
All right. So Murphy, you find he is wearing, what is his armor called? Oh, it is farther down. He is wearing armor that is equivalent to casual station wear. He has a pistol, and he has a sword. You can also see that he has some kind of augmentation on his eyes. So his eyes are an augmentation.
Okay.
And he also has a data jack in his head. Those are both, for the record, removable and reimplantable.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm gonna start. I know this is gonna be distasteful to all of you, but I start removing the casual station wear.
oh, okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
You're not going to remove his eyeballs. Okay.
Oh no, that's fucking disgusting. What the hell's wrong with you?
And you or someone else can later roll engineering checks to identify the stuff. Shardik, you do not need to make a computers check. This computer is already logged in.
Convenient.
In
He
fact,
didn't even hit Windows. Hell, man, this guy deserves to die.
this computer is still logged on
It's like half a second. Come on.
as user Master at Arms Ola Raja. It was apparently used primarily for communications with locked access to many of the garrison's functions. You are able to access a series of communication reports from the past few weeks. Most are relatively routine, but one in particular stands out. It reads, Lieutenant Master at Arms, I wish to impress upon the two of you the importance of your objective on Nacon 2. The Aeon Stone technology indicated by our crashed probe is critical to the security and future of the Empire. I believe it to be the remains of the Royal Venture, an ancient starship equipped with an experimental technomagical device called a rune drive that allows interstellar flight without the use of the drift. Your orders are to secure the technology and return it and any records of it to me for study at all costs. Our initial survey shows the presence of a small human colony on, likely descended from the crew of the Royal Venture. You will have the glory of bringing this colony back into the fold of the Empire. Should you encounter resistance, a show of force by Sharu's Aeon Guard cadets should convince them. However, under no circumstances must anyone or anything who has been in contact with the technology be allowed to leave the planet until we have it well in hand. Rejoice, for you will be at the vanguard of the greatest discovery the Empire has made since the Gap, or perhaps since the escape itself. As I will surely be rewarded by the throne itself, so will you bring glory and reward to your houses. Sardat Zolan Ulivestra.
Does that read aloud to the rest of us?
Yes. I read it aloud, and I do my most ridiculous Aslanti voice impersonation. I just want you to imagine that.
As hilarious as that was, holy fucking shit!
Now, you do also find some other thing. I have to figure out where I put it.
You will get that
Mostly from logs that he, like, just sort of routine logs that he made either initially before, like just before landing, or after you landed, and it sort of teaches you some other things. So that one in particular stands out, but you learn a bunch of other stuff. So you discover that this Aslanti is called Zolan Ulivestra. That Master at Arms that Olaraja was the Master at Arms for a ship called the Barazad, which was ordered to investigate. It's an Imperial fleet vessel that happens to be transporting Lieutenant Sharu and the Aeon Guard cadets under her watch. It's currently off mapping the rest of the system and will return shortly to resupply. The Aslanti were surprised to find a small Pact Worlds colony already on us. Lieutenant Sharu commandeered the expedition, and she and her cadets successfully subdued the colony and established a presence in Medellin's Landing. Let's see, you know that. You learn a little bit more about the ship. It was believed to be the vessel of a pre-Gap Aslanti noble of some kind. It is, in fact, called the Royal Venture. He thinks that might be a hint as it being like somebody royal.
Like, not just a lord, but a part of the royal family.
A royal individual. Investigation uncovered that an android colonist had already entered the Royal Venture crash site and stolen the rune drive. The android and the rune drive were both picked up by a fast courier vessel called the Silver Needle and returned to the Aslanti Star Empire only a short time ago. Lieutenant Sharu arranged for this transfer, but the destination is not listed on this computer. The android shared some information about the rune drive with other colonists. They are now prisoners in the garrison, but questioning has revealed that none of them entered the Royal Venture, and none have anything more than a passing knowledge about the rune drive. Lieutenant Sharu wants these colonists killed. Master-at-Arms Olaraja has been putting this off to arrange for public executions in order to keep the rest of the settlement in line. In the meantime, Olaraja has been keeping the colonists in the brig. Lieutenant Sharu took a group of senior cadets in training for the Aeon Guard with her to the Royal Venture crash site to see whether she can recover any additional information. Olaraja is not sure when to expect her to return and has not been able to communicate with her. And actually, you can see that all of these reports, since they've landed, are listed as unfiled because the jamming device, perhaps unexpectedly, he's never used this before, you suspect, jams signal as Aslanti communications at a long. He seems to think that it should only work to jam yours, but it seems to also jam theirs at long range. So he hasn't been able to communicate with Lieutenant Sharu.
Dumbasses.
Since she left.
Fuck.
Info dump ends.
It says there's a presence of a small human colony on the planet, likely descended from the crew of the Royal Venture. Is that separate from Medellin's Landing? Or is that what they're talking about?
I think they mean Medellin's landing by that. Right, is there another colony somewhere on this planet?
But Patrick
Hey.
said they were surprised by there being a
That does seem
colony
weird.
already here, but yet they say that
They were surprised to discover a Pact Worlds colony specifically.
right.
Well, they're all super ethnocentric. Of course they'd fucking assume that their royal descendants happened to survive on this strange planet for generations and fucking flourished. Of course they'd think that. They're full of shit.
I mean, is there a separate colony here that's not Medellin's Landing?
Hey, Medellin, is there another colony here?
And there is no other major settlement on this planet.
Okay.
Okay. I would
Um,
like to close this door, just so that no one else walks through it. Take the long way.
Can I make?
Also, anyone trained in culture check
I'll make a culture
Sure.
check.
to see if you know what a Sardot is.
Hey, twinsies.
Anybody else? Culture?
No, I would like to make a different check though at some point.
Okay, just a minute.
Oof.
So Zyson and Murphy, you recognize Sardot as some kind of a noble title. He much like on ancient Galarian, there are nobles in the Aslanti Star Empire. So this person, as well as apparently holding some authority, is also a noble.
And they fucking took Sedona. That's...
And there was a check you could make.
So the computer said all those reports are unfiled.
Correct.
I want to
Meaning that they have not been transmitted.
right. So I want to save them like on an external drive so I can keep them,
Sure.
and then I
you can
wanted
do
to
that.
delete all of them so they never get transmitted.
You can
Makes
also do that.
Good idea.
And then I want to open the door to the brig because that's what we were trying to do originally. I remember that.
Okay. That will
And-
require a computers check.
Julia was trying to do something.
Yes.
Can I make an or mysticism check on the fire attack that he used?
Mm-hmm.
There is
Identify a
a
spell.
rule for that.
Yeah. Skills. Skill descriptions. Mysticism. Identify a spell being cast.
I am scanning. So you can sort of retroactively.
Sure.
Well, I think about it and I'm
the
like,
DC equals
that's-
10 plus 5 times the level of the spell being cast.
So 15. Success. He cast the spell Overheat.
Overheat.
It's Burning Hands in
Burning
space.
hands. Space burning hands.
Burning space hands.
Burning space hands.
overheat.
At some point,
Damage.
I realized what was up with the extra damage.
mm,
I don't know whether I did this correctly or not. He cast it at second level the first time. I'm not sure if that's a thing in Starfinder. Actually,
It does
so.
not seem to be. I don't
I
think,
think
it is.
certain spells.
is it for that spell specifically? I know it. So in Starfinder, you.
Well, no, but
Ross how to do this.
there are different levels of some spells.
Mm.
Yeah, so you
Overheat's
would.
not one of them.
There's a first level spell, Featherfall, second level, Levitate, third level, Fly. They're all technically the same spell. And so if you cast it with a third level slot, you get Fly, but if you cast it with the first level slot, you only get the Featherfall effect.
Mhm.
Right.
Not
But
called
also,
Featherfall, though, but
like
it's what it is.
a really simple one is the Mystic Cure spell.
Mhm.
You just get more dice at a higher level, but
Mhm.
you have to put it at the slot of the higher level
Mhm.
and then downcast it, as opposed to 5th edition D&D, where you learn it at a lower level and cast it up. So you'd cast down instead of casting up.
Mhm. You always
That's
have.
it.
You always know the
Those
highest
of you who are
level.
spellcasters, when you get to having second level spells, if you want to be able to take something at second level, you gotta actually spend the slot on it.
Right.
Overheat's
That's
not one
why
of
I
those.
don't know Featherfall yet.
Wah,
Also, can we shut off this trap
wah. Bearman.
before one of us steps on it and sets
Oh
it
yeah,
off
magic
again?
missile does not have a higher level. Huh. Oh well. TIL. Can you turn off the trap? Possibly. You can.
I was generally asking Shardik.
Okay. So Shardik wanted to make a computer check to open the.
I got a
gate.
27 for that.
A 27 is a success.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh, there it is. Sorry, I missed it.
Okay. I
So
also want
you-
to see if I can shut off the trap.
Okay, I will give it to you along with open the cage. So you open the cage. You can hear the bars retract into the. Did I say whether it was the ceiling or the floor? It was
The
one
floor.
of the two.
The walls.
It retracts. And Medellin steps out.
Wait, hold. Like, open the door. Don't, trust me. Don't take another step. Don't do it.
He says,
I definitely turned the trap off.
I saw what happened. Is this safe?
Is it safe? I'm gonna ask them.
Yeah, turn to Shardik. Are we good?
We are good.
Okay.
Are you hurt? I'm asking Medellin this.
Medellin will gingerly walk here and says, I was about to ask you the same thing. He looks around, and Zyson, your hit points are not red, are they?
Hit points are red.
Hit points are red, okay. So he puts a hand on you, and you can see golden energy just appears in his eyes, and he's going to roll. You get 9 hit points back.
Fuck.
Nice.
Wow.
So 9 hit points back.
Yeah, are we taking 10 minutes to do all this and rest up shortly?
He says, the master of the first vault will thank you. And he thanks you now.
I don't know if there are any stragglers still around town. I'm sure there are.
I'm first of all concerned about the people here.
No, I'm
Can
just saying
they? Is it safe for them to leave? To go back to their homes?
We probably need to double check the rest of this compound. Make sure we clear them all out.
They without commanding officers, they might stand down.
Should we drag this body through the
Do we know about
corridors?
that? They don't have a culture of fighting to the death.
I don't know.
Yeah. Do we know that via culture if these are?
You can absolutely make a culture to determine
21.
that.
Can I make a computers check?
To do what?
To the store here, the store here, the store here, and there was another door here. Is that right?
Yep.
Can I lock those doors in a way that they can't be opened?
Yes, you can do that.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll?
Give me at this point you can take 10 on it and
Okay.
you're fine. So what else? Culture checks.
Mhm.
Are there any cameras that I can access on this computer?
There are only, let's see, cameras on the. No, there are no cameras.
Okay.
Murphy, that culture check, is that for the Aslanti question?
Yes, to see if they fight to the death.
Yes, they do. They are. They are generally, as a rule, almost always honor bound to fight to the death. You also note they have all fought to the death so far.
Mm-hmm.
Even you now have cadets.
We did knock one person out.
You did.
Number 3.
She is still in this building.
I wonder if she woke up.
Um,
Yeah, it's a problem.
Murphy, Ozzy, were you going to attempt to identify the stuff.
Yeah,
Sure.
I rolled a 30.
Oh, okay.
Like,
You
10 minutes
identify.
ago.
You identify all the things.
What we got?
He has. So casual station where his gun is a static arc pistol with 2 batteries, 20 charges each. He didn't get to use it. A tactical dueling sword. His eyes are standard dark vision capacitors. They're only worth like 1,300 credits. And a standard data jack. So, gruesome as it is, if anyone would like dark vision.
You said it was a static arc pistol?
I already have that.
Anyone mind if I take the gun?
I was thinking that, Robert has done a lot to help us, and I think that he deserves an upgrade.
It does seem to hit more than most of us.
I think
But it's shiny.
it is shiny, but it's also very energy inefficient.
What does that even mean? Energy inefficient?
It means that it uses twice as much energy to fire off a shot as your standard pulsecaster pistol.
Well, fuck, you've got an extra battery. It's not that bad.
If you want to play rock, paper, scissors for it.
What's the Starfinder equivalent of rock, paper, scissors?
Asteroid, datapad,
Wait, but which
glass
Sun.
cutter.
Oh, that hurts.
Ooh, that's low.
Can we roll for it?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
I can just decide for you.
Ooh, Captain privilege.
Exactly.
The prisoners seem to all want to leave
We're
and
running.
leave the brig. Although it's getting
God!
so they...
I kicked the pistol over at Bobbert.
I was wondering why
You
Grant said, "Oh, let's roll
lose
for it."
17 times in a row. You're like, no, double or nothing, double or nothing, double or nothing.
Fuck.
You just keep losing.
Fine. What was the sword?
Tactical.
Tactical dueling sword.
Tactical.
Which I think, as usual, Zyson is probably.
Hold on. Tactical dueling sword is a basic melee weapon.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes. Murphy's gonna look at that. Can I at least, for like a fucking consolation prize, because I'm proficient in basic melee. Yeah, if nobody takes the sword, I'll take that.
Yeah, go for it. It'll make you look more dashing.
Thank you.
I think it would be helpful if we escorted these humans out, right?
No, it's not a fucking.
Rather than just let them
I agree,
run
Captain.
into any soldiers along the way.
Aye.
I did lock the doors, but it's probably a good idea. Are we ready to go?
Is there any like a manifest about like a role or something? Like how many people there are, like names, things like that?
There are incidental notes of names. You gather that
Like a watch schedule / like routes and stuff.
sort of. I mean, there are he doesn't have the plans laid out. He discusses them. You might be able to infer something from it if you have a specific question. But no, you are not able to find a roster or
roster,
a map of the because
I just worry about a straggler coming into town and killing a bunch of people because everybody thought it was safe again.
Yeah, you do not see anything here that would give you a way to guarantee that.
Yeah.
Um,
An exhaustive list of people.
you think this Lieutenant Sharu it would make sense, might have a list of them, but because this guy is
Oh, and they're coming
not.
back too, aren't they?
So one of the
Mhm.
things in the notes that maybe I glossed over is this guy is from the. I thought there was a check for this to know what this is, but this guy is from the. What is the actual name of it? Yeah, the Imperial Fleet, and she is not. They are from two, in American terms, they're from two different branches of.
The military.
So he is here sort of as a temporary thing over guys.
So I guess the question is, what do we do about the colony if they are coming back?
Well, we got some
Do
big.
we tell them to try to get out, or do we try to get to the pact rules and tell them they need reinforcements? Or
Well, hold on. We have a big fucking gun on top of this tower, right? That's what we had to land so far outside of town for. Why don't we use that against them as soon as they come in here? Last thing they're expecting is their own guns to start turning on them and firing.
what if Sedona is with them?
Well, Captain, why'd you have to bring up such a perfectly reasonable thing like that, huh?
She,
I wanted to blow them up with their own lasers.
she is
She's
not.
not.
Hold on.
She is
Are
not.
we talking about off-world reinforcements or
She-
The
the
return
range
ship.
party?
No, so the Barazad,
Mhm.
Olaraj's ship, is in the system somewhere.
Oh yeah, they said what ship Sedona got taken away on.
Yeah,
right?
the Silver Needle, I think.
The Silver
Yeah.
Needle. It was like a.
So don't shoot that one.
Which the Silver Needle came into system, picked up Sedona and the Rune Drive, and then left the system. Sedona is in the Aslanti Star Empire, presumably.
Fuck.
Along with the
drive.
The Rune Drive itself.
that can completely dismantle the economy.
The economy.
Manellan says we can.
Yeah.
we
It's a
can
bear
discuss-
market.
We should discuss what you should do next, but please show my people a way to get out of here safely.
All right. I say we go forward, make sure it's safe. Murphy's probably going to go out the secret door into this room with the ponies. Company's
Isn't there
asking.
an exit?
So are we
it's a
done
back
with this
door.
building? By the way.
For now.
Okay.
Yes, I should be super clear. Are you deciding not to explore the rest of the dungeon and hoping there aren't further bad guys in it?
Well, I locked all the doors so they can't get at us.
But there could be useful items.
That's a good
so
point.
It's worth it to
Loot.
fully explore a dungeon.
They all
There is
have
a-
the same.
There is a door
items.
to the I am not arguing against you, but simple logic would say these are people with guns, and there's a door to the outside. You can like, just in the same way as you're capable of getting through doors that they did not want you to go in, they can also get out of. The logic does not follow. Oh, I pressed a
Yeah.
button. They are locked in here.
Well,
That would be unreasonable to think.
on the other hand, we don't want to fight them while we are escorting the prisoners out of the compound.
I say they stay here for now. We scout ahead, make sure we clear out all the stragglers, and then we bring them out when it's safe.
That sounds like a reasonable plan to me.
How
Agree,
do
or
we
at
know
least
that-
incapacitate them.
How do we know that the bad guys won't circle back behind us and kill the prisoners while we're trying to
Oh,
find
we'll keep somebody posted at the door. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Strictly speaking, I think that it would be better to let the hostages escape first and then clear the building.
Captain, what's your call?
Let's escort them out the way we came, and then clear the barracks to the north, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. All right.
And there's the little room that's right here.
Right.
Okay.
The question mark room. We don't know what's behind that door.
All right.
Kitchen.
It might be treasure.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and head into the other room. Make sure we haven't had any surprise guests. When I give the all clear signal, we start bringing them through. Sound good?
Yep.
All right.
Captain, these eye augmentations, they could catch a pretty penny on the green market.
And that data jack is pretty
I
useful.
misspoke earlier. There's 1,750. Now the resale value is 10%, but
Ah,
Yeah, let's hold on to them.
so low.
Okie dokie.
Are they
I
like?
would.
How does an eye augmentation work? Is it like something that goes on your eye, or is it in place?
I
of your
believe
eye?
it replaces your eyeballs.
I think it depends on which specific
I
augmentation.
looked at this, and I think this one replaces your eyes, but I am going to check on that.
Important.
Because
Yeah, these
it's
are-
interesting. Starfinder assumes that you are not particularly attached to any of the individual body parts you started with.
Well, in like this future, maybe it's not a value. Maybe it's like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
replace
mean,
your arm and leg, whatever. No
you
big
could just
deal.
like regrow them if you need
yeah,
to.
fuck.
It's a designer thing, right? Like
Yeah.
repo.
I mean, Shardic's all teched up. So is Ozzy.
I don't understand the problem. So
It's a spare eye slot.
I want to do what I can to disable this computer before we leave. Not like smash it.
Disable.
Okay, I was about to say you could just like blow it up.
But, like,
Yeah, give me
unplug
a
it.
computer's check to just like.
Unplug it. Captain.
Or actually, do you want to do this physically? Or do you want to do this typey type?
I want to do a typey type so I can undo it later if I have to.
Okay. Okay, then give me a computer's check.
Oh no!
That's
Crit
12.
fail!
Oops.
I did a great job. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you know that you have obviously. It's pretty clear, like you've disabled Windows is the equivalent, but like they could still boot it from DOS. You can take a 10 or a 20 if you want. There's no real penalty for failing here.
I mean, we have the time. I might as well do it. Unless you guys are in a big hurry.
So we take
Biotech.
Whatever.
Nope, not biotech.
Do we need a rest?
Is it actually in the?
Maybe once we're outside with the prisoners. Augmentations?
Allow you to see in total darkness. So actually, they're pretty easy to remove because they are replacement eyeballs. You just
What about the data jack? How hard is that to get out?
that would be a little bit of work. It would certainly still be usable. You are gonna have to go into his brain. I mean, that would be probably be a medicine check.
Make a neurosurgery check.
Yeah.
Well,
I,
says-
I guess I'll just take the body for now and take the data jack out later.
Okay, you can certainly do that.
Or hire somebody to do it for me because I don't know if I can do it.
Taking the body with you?
What?
Okay, so Murphy, you go in
It's just
here.
their arms.
It appears
It's a lot of
this room
dynamite.
appears to be as you left it.
Okay, I'm gonna post up here, kind of by the door. Well, I'm gonna go over here and give Zyson the signal to start bringing people through. And kind of hold up here.
Wave to the people to get them to follow suit. Is this person still unconscious over here?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm guarding the store as they all make their exit. Don't
I'm
forget-
going to pick up my
Oh no.
what's the generic pistol? My azimuth laser pistol that I left on the floor here.
Ozzy, do you want your gun back?
Keep it.
The Sheeran, as you walk through, she looks up at the top of the computer room, and she says, to, let's see. She probably says it to Ozzy. Nasty piece of work, that. Have you disabled it?
Yeah, we disabled one. They kind of stopped flashing at us when we killed the.
She's not pointing at that. She's pointing at the
signal jammer.
Yeah, the signal jammer.
Oh, the signal jammer. Yeah, I took that down.
The signal jammer.
Good. It would be very good to get back to my work.
What's that?
I'm the comms operator.
Oh, you're the comms operator.
She bows. Chatterbug. Pleasure to meet you.
Ozzy.
Now I'm taking Ozzy.
Oh, look, they're best friends.
They've been chatting online.
So yeah, you might want to take this opportunity to contact the Pact Worlds, see if you can get some reinforcements on the way, some kind of military thingy. Regiment.
I will do that as soon as I can get back to the communications. Oh. And it dawns on her.
Oh yeah, that's kind of rubble, isn't it?
We'll figure something out.
Maybe you can use theirs.
She nods. I'm looking very forward to it.
Have fun.
And as you notice that, like, as she seems to be getting her kind of wits about her again, she is talking to everybody. She chats about the weather. She chats about wondering what the weather's like, of course, because they haven't seen the outside of a cell in a couple weeks. About how nice it is to be leaving. She's talking the whole time. The whole time that you're walking in. I mean, talking psychically. This is entirely not audible. She's a Sheeran. She's telepathic. But
all right, so we escort these poor fools out to the base.
Alrighty. So they're able to make it. They make it outside. Do you just release them into the wild?
Well, I mean, we should probably go back all the way with them, shouldn't we?
Follows you.
I
mean, once you get them outside, they're like, you're going to have to convince them not to just run to their homes.
I mean, if we leave here, then we run the risk of people leaving.
Keeping.
I think they're fine on their own. I say we rest up for a minute and go back in there and make sure we cleared them all out. Cleared them all out.
I am not escorting every single one of these prisoners back to their house.
No.
Yeah.
They're fine.
They can handle themselves, I hope.
Medellin says, I will go too, but
We'll find you again soon.
When you are done, I hope you will meet me at my module. And he starts to give you direction, like you don't know where his module is.
Oh, we've been there.
Yep.
Oh, and this is yours.
Oh no! Oh,
He like
in his mouth.
he
God.
genuinely, I don't know. This guy has this guy has met Yosoki before. He takes it, powers it on,
I haven't.
and says, "Ah, you found this.
It was hidden
Keep it.
decently well.
Oh, okay.
Yikes.
It's been very illuminating. I will keep it safe.
And before he goes, he looks at you and says, maybe you can use a little healing as well. And he'll touch you and give you 4 hit points.
Me?
Yes. You appear to be the person who is most injured.
Mm-hmm.
I can see your health bars, guys.
That's a good point.
I see health bars.
And then Shardik is also injured. So Shardik, I think this is his last spell, is going to get 2 hit points.
Thank you.
And then...
All right, do we want to take 10 minutes to shortly rest and then head back in there?
Yes.
Aight.
I think I'm fine for now, but if you need rest, you should take it.
Resting 10 minutes.
I'm gonna try to
Ozzy.
keep watch.
Hmm.
Ozzy keeps watch, doing a little bit of tinkering on Bobbert, and yeah, he also digs out of his backpack some of the rations that he has, and he has a juice box.
A juice box.
Juice box? Where the fuck did you
Okay,
get
mouse
that?
person with a juice
Some
box.
juicy juice. Other products are available.
Spacey juice?
So you take your 10-minute break. Nothing happens. No giant Aslanti robots come out of the barracks. Don't worry, those are coming.
Is that an option?
Um,
Alright, replenishing stamina points. Yay.
what would you like to do?
Head back in there and kill the bastards.
Define
So-
there.
I think we should go here first.
Alright.
There first.
Yeah, because it's just a single door. And then we do the barracks, and then we go out the other door.
Isn't there a serving window?
There, I think there is.
I remember there
Actually.
being a serving window.
Makes sense. It's a cafeteria. Yeah, peek in the window.
Alrighty, you peek in the window. Give me a perception check.
Sure. Perception. Haha,
Okay,
26.
you critically perceive.
What's in this kitchen?
tiny kitchen contains a sink connected to a large vat of water, an electric stove, and several shelves of prepackaged foodstuffs. The only exits are a door to the east wall and a serving window next to it.
I hop over the counter into the kitchen.
Okay,
Whoop.
you enter the kitchen.
Okay.
And you look
Ooh.
around.
See if they have any almonds.
I'm allergic.
So you notice that the sink and
Do
stove
we have any
both,
chocolate?
both bear circles of runes lightly carved into their surface.
Oh. Captain, I think you might need to look at this. I go to open the door for Yulia.
Okay. The door is locked.
Oh.
How big is the serving window?
Not big enough. Well, yeah, it's big enough that you could crawl through, probably.
What is
Yeah, no, you could. Yeah, you could definitely. I'm thinking of like a serving window. Yeah, no, you could definitely call. It is undignified, but you could get through. Shardik, probably not. Maybe not. Would be difficult and very undignified.
I've seen that before.
Uh,
I have also seen bears squeezing through small.
No, it's when
Areas
Winnie gets
and requesting
gets
a
oh,
push.
it's Winnie the Pooh. It'd be
definitely
100% Winnie the Pooh situation. We don't want a Pooh situation. I point out the runes to Yulia while I go inspect the pantry and begin just opening drawers, pulling out shit, and going through it.
So I am gonna crawl through.
Okay.
I suppose.
You give me a mysticism check.
A mysticism check.
You're good at magic, right?
I do a magic once.
I do a magic. Not bad.
Oh, more than once I do a magic.
Good,
Okay.
Good magic.
It is a minor conjuration effect. Believe if you touch the stove or sink, something will happen.
Well, will it make hot?
Is it like scratched into the sink, or is it like print like?
They are carved into the surface.
Runes.
They are runes lightly carved into the surface. You gather from looking at it that they are supposed to be. This is not a like they're not like graffiti.
Okay, I'm gonna touch it then.
Okay.
Well,
You touch it,
Yeah. Sure, why not?
and you hear a little bit of, and then a, almost a little. I mean, well, hey, you're in the space future. It's kind of like a hologram. But it's not a hologram, it's magic. It looks like an alien of some kind. It's not a human. Some kind of an alien you don't recognize. It's a little indistinct. Appears and says something in Aslanti that you don't understand because you did not put a point.
I do. What did it say?
Murphy, it says, what can I do?
What's it say?
It said, what can I do?
Tea, Earl Grey, hot.
Fuck off, right? I say to it, I'd like a cheeseburger. Wait. Can I has cheeseburger?
Now that sounds like a cat.
It looks at you and quirks ahead and says, "Must be part of the alien core."
Yes.
My programming does not contain your species.
Well, we're very noble and part of the...
Not programming. Sorry. I do not know your species.
Well, we're new. We're cats and dogs.
We're new.
One cheeseburger. And it goes into the... Well, actually it says one cheeseburger equivalent. And it goes into the pantry.
Cheeseburger analog.
And it finds...
I mean, it's just whatever, animal product.
Yeah. So it sort of it sorts through and it definitely finds some like packaged meat.
It's Hopgar, isn't it?
And some bread and some condiments, and it turns on the stove and it starts cooking you a cheeseburger.
Not bad.
It happens. It cooks for you.
Wait a minute. I have a brilliant idea. Ozzy, get in here.
Hey, do you have any almonds?
Probably not, but listen, hey, do you think we can take this thing whole cloth and put it in our ship? Like everything, all of this, the whole thing.
Okay, I'm done with this. I'm gonna crawl back through while y'all discuss that.
What is going on in there?
Ozzy,
I think I smell
you are
burning
pretty sure that is a thing you could do. It would, I mean, obviously, like relocating a kitchen would be a thing.
I mean, it's
relocate
more
this kitchen with
it's more for a thing for a contractor than a space engineer, but it's possible, sure.
Sure, engineer says it's possible. It can fucking be done. All right, well, deal's a deal. When we get this all sorted out with the invading forces and whatnot, we park our ship over here and bring all this aboard.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to, talk to this thing in Aslanti all the time. If it can, if it can learn our language, then maybe.
Mm-hmm. Be a good idea.
Yulia, you do know that this is essentially a somewhat modified unseen servant. It's just not invisible.
It's a
scene servant. Good.
Oh, actually, I misspoke. It appears as a small clockwork human.
Oh,
okay.
Which actually makes it cuter.
Oh.
So do you eat the cheeseburger?
I do.
It is perfectly serviceable. It is military rations, but it's a cheeseburger. It has...
Not bad.
But it's like actual cheese. It's actual meat. It's actual...
It's like a cheeseburger from McDonald's.
I mean, like, this is human food if you've had human. Humans invented cheeseburgers.
That's true.
We did.
Only charitable contribution to society. Other than that, you're garbage.
Well, they say they invented common too, but everyone knows that's a
myth. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is perfectly serviceable.
Shall we keep going then?
Who did invent common?
Don't think about it too hard, Barry. You'll hurt yourself. All right, let's go. Let's see what's over this way.
You discover that the door is locked. Also, not only is this door locked and also like the mechanism is physically disabled.
Shardik,
You can
do something.
You can blame Shardik and also turn of it.
Can we try another door? There's another one in this room. Over here.
Shardik.
I locked that one too.
How
He
many doors
locked
did
all
you
of them.
lock?
Locked all the
These
doors.
two, they're the only two doors. Well, I guess also every
This
door
one,
behind those doors.
This one. No, I didn't lock any of those behind those. I know about them. And there's one over here that I locked too, but I can't see it.
Is there a door over there?
I can go. There should be a door over there.
Go fix whatever you did.
No, there's no door over there
There's no
actually.
door.
Not a door over there now.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the computer and see if I can unlock these doors. So
Did
I'm
you
gonna go.
just spend like 10 minutes? Like,
Yeah, having succeeded at the computer's check,
If only I had rolled that one.
the problem is you disabled the computer.
yeah, didn't you?
So like you would have to spend some time like reprogramming the computer, and it's going to be significantly more time.
Can I try to use my tactical pike and force with strength one
So
of these
yeah, you have a
sliding
couple
doors
of
open?
options. You could attempt to engineer this thing open. You could break it open. You could attempt to hack the door. Any of those things are doable.
Can we try the less forceful ways first?
Be my guest.
I'm going to go
Starting with
hack
that
this door over here. So would it be?
It would
I guess
be
it would be
a-
an engineering.
Yeah, however you want to do it. It's an engineering check makes a lot more sense to disable the physical mechanism. Yeah, 28's good enough. So you essentially break the lock. Well, you don't have to break the lock. You disable the lock, and the door can now be opened.
Shoop.
Alrighty, you open the door. And you reveal. Oh god, polygon. I don't. No, wait, I just want reveal area. Reveal a room. This is the barrack. It's actually just easier for me to read out of the physical book than to keep looking it up on here and scrolling through. This long barracks is lined with bunks with a footlocker bearing 2 different insignia. All the beds are neatly made. You cannot really see the east end of the room from here. Yeah. Bunk beds. You see no individuals. Nope.
Murphy leaps into the room.
Combat roll.
I'm gonna assume there's no immediate.
The east end of this room contains 2 rounded protrusions with a narrow hall between. The northern protrusion has a small door with bright green letters painted on it. Oh, I revealed the back. 2 doors lead out of this room to the south, and 1 more leads east, all labeled with green letters. There are 13 bunk beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, hey, it's right. The footlockers have 2 hinged lids, 1 on each side. Each lid is emblazoned with symbols.
Probably
Make a
names.
culture check.
Are they Aslanti symbols?
I'll make a culture check.
Ozzy doesn't know. Murphy oh yeah, just Murphy actually believes that they are likely symbols of Aslanti housing. All of the insignia are different, but many incorporate similar elements. Yeah.
These bastards have clans. Pisses me off. I start going to the nearest one over here and try to open it.
Okay. You open it. It is not locked.
Okay.
You find some personal gear. So there's like, there is a set of personal clothing, based on your, knowledge of like what humans. Well, no, actually, they're all about the same. It's human clothing. There is some jewelry. There appears to be an earring of some kind, but it's not like a piercing earring. It's like a clip-on or like. Actually, no. It would be a piercing earring. It can just heal it. Yeah, no. It's totally just an earring, with some sort of a symbol on it. You can matches one of the symbol. on the footlocker. There's also a picture of a human making a face, like with like a picture. They're like standing over a corpse of an alien with like the shoulder blasted off. There's a bunch of like orange blood all over the ground, and
Bro.
he's like making a face at it. Yeah.
It's their hunting
and
picture.
so it's there's like there's a razor set.
I take the jewelry, I rip up the photo and leave the rest of it in there.
Making a statement.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you do?
Let's see.
I'm going to bypass that lock.
Alrighty. Engineering check, please.
Is it 15?
15 is not good enough, actually. So
Um,
you work at the door, and you click, and you don't have it. I will let you take 10. I mean, you're not being shot.
Okay.
What do you get on a take 10?
21.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough. So you open the door, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
If anyone goes in the bathroom, it is a bathroom.
I'm gonna go in the bathroom.
No.
This is rear staging.
Hello, broom. Suspicious broom closet.
The broom closet of death.
I think you don't find anything in this room. I do not believe this wide room. It's not really that wide. Features a single blank screen and a computer folded up on a tray beneath it. A stout middle door in the east wall has an unlit red light above it. Actually, it's green. Two other doors, one near the heavy door and the other in the west wall, are smaller and labeled vivid green. The one to the east is marked as supplies, and the one to the rest, barracks. Is it your turn to open the supply closet?
Yeah, let's open the supply closet.
Okay. And you can go ahead and take 10, because there's no point in making you roll on this. Last door, and there's nobody behind it. Supply room. This storage room has several built-in shelves and racks with bins and boxes on them, as well as a variety of mismatched weapons. The area is cramped and smells of gun oil.
Guns.
What kinds of weapons are there, and how many?
Would you like to enter the room and do something to find out?
Yes.
Okay. So give me a perception check to search the room.
Okay.
22. Murphy's looking around.
While I am opening this, can you tell me what's your perception?
13.
22.
Okay, so Yulia, you find a couple of rifles, a couple of other different looking rifles, a melee weapon of some kind. It is large and unwieldy, which does not require a check because Murphy recognizes it as a Doshko.
Ooh.
6 batteries, 2 high-capacity batteries, 8 personal comm units. You would know what those are. A set of manacles, 200 feet of titanium alloy cable line, a small... Oh, shit, I didn't pull up this thing. Hold on just a minute. I think it is a magical item. I have to look it up. You do not immediately know what it is. Because it's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird. It is not obvious what this thing is. Unlike the guns, which are obvious guns.
Mm-hmm.
Take all. Well,
it's like
take all.
It's like small, and it is a. Oh, okay. It is technological, so it's like sort of ovalish shaped, and it's a little techie bug thing.
Ozzy, I'm gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
You also find a kit, a container. It's got tools in it. If Ozzy looks at it, no. Yulia, you recognize this as an engineering specialty toolkit, weaponsmithing. Murphy, as you are searching the room, you uncover a bandolier that has fallen behind a disassembled satellite dish. It contains 3 incendiary grenades.
Mine. Immediately take.
And you put it on, but it just falls off me.
So I will need if someone would like to identify the rifles, engineering checks, or if someone happens to have some other kind of check that might make sense, one might decide to roll this.
Yes, I know.
I got a 30 again.
I got a 30 again.
Okay. 13. Ozzy, actually with a 13, both of you will know that. The two of the guns are pulsecaster rifle.
Ooh.
They're simple, or not. They're simple. There's none of you can use these things. I'm sorry. And the other 2 are auto target rifles. Again, none of you can use these. I'm sorry. I think literally none of you can use
long arms.
I don't even know if Zyson can use them. I think none of you can use long.
What happens when you try to use a weapon you're not proficient with?
-4. -4 to hit. That's it.
Okay.
I take one of the high capacity batteries.
I'm gonna say we take all of these weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use?
Yulia, you notice that these are mostly, obviously, of Pact World's design.
Yeah, that was going to be my question.
We take all of these weapons, plus any weapons that the people we've killed have on them, and let us take them to Medellin, or
These might be confiscated from the Medellin Landing people, yeah, the settlers.
That's a good point. We need to arm the people for the revolution.
They need weapons to defend themselves in case there are more cadets that come in. Granted, I would prefer they didn't fight, but, it is better that they are armed so they can fight if they have to. So, can we carry all of this?
Yes. without bothering to look at the map. Carry on. All of the stuff, you can find a cart or a little hobo cart or something. What do you do about the unconscious cadet? She is unconscious. She will eventually become no longer unconscious.
Can we lock her up?
She's our prisoner now.
I think we take her
Do
to
we have a
Medellin.
rig?
I like taking it to Medellin.
And let Medellin figure out what to do with her.
That's pretty smart.
We found some manacles.
You did indeed find
there you go.
one pair of
I am going
manacles.
to put the manacles on the unconscious prisoner.
Okay.
Smart bear.
I have solved this problem.
And you're taking her guns too, so.
Yeah, we're gathering up all of their guns plus the guns we found in the closet.
So those 3 cadets all have rifles and knives. I think you took the semi-auto pistols from 2 of the senior cadets in the middle. Did you take they also have whips and knives. Did you take those as well before?
No.
So so this is what they have. If you are intending to keep them separate of this is what we're keeping or this is what we already have in there, intend to keep versus this is what we're giving away. Let's work that out now.
I don't need to keep anything more than what I have.
Let's see. I took the high capacity battery, but it didn't really help me that much.
I have one of the shooty things.
The shooty things?
The pistol.
Tactical semi-auto pistol.
Yeah. So I have
No,
one
it's
of
a
those.
shooty thing. Weren't you
It's a
listening?
shitty thing.
The analog shooty thing. Is it analog? I
It
don't
is.
even know. And so I'll keep that, but everything else I don't think we need unless y'all want it.
So the bandolier.
You can keep your toy.
Well, here's the thing, and Murphy kind of sheepishly admits this to you after taking it. I'm not really good with grenades. can't really use the grenades so much. I'm not sure what to do with
What
this
is it
thing.
like to
A couple
use
of
them?
you should be able to.
Give him here.
And give the 3 incendiary grenade. I keep the bandolier, but I give the grenades to Aussie.
It is a grenade bandolier.
Nuh-uh. It's not.
Whatever
also-
you want it
thing.
to be.
Oh, Ozzy, with your engineering check, you identify the weird little techie thing
Yeah.
as a diagnostic lozenge.
A diagnostic lozenge.
It has a very long text box. This smooth thumb-sized device activates automatically when it's inside a living creature. You can implant a diagnostic lozenge subdermally in a willing or unconscious creature with a successful DC 20 medicine check, or a creature can choose to swallow one. An activated diagnostic lozenge steers itself into a creature's tissue and extrudes several filaments to monitor its status, broadcasting information on a predetermined wireless frequency to a designated receiver, such as a datapad or comm unit, as long as the receiver is within 1 mile of the lozenge. The diagnostic lozenge broadcasts the creature's direction and distance relative to the receiver, as well as any of the following conditions that are affecting the creature: dead, dying, frightened, nauseated, panicked, sickened, stable, staggered, stunned, or
Oops,
unconscious.
didn't mean to
A
do
single
that.
receiver can accept information from up to 6 different diagnostic lozenges simultaneously. When a diagnostic lozenge runs out of charges, it breaks down into harmless components that eventually pass out of the creature's body. Diagnostic lozenges can't normally be safely removed once activated. They have a capacity of 20 charges, 1 per hour.
So,
And
We
out
have
of
a way.
character, I rolled for random loot. So you
Ooh.
got the diagnostic lozenge, and I think
I'm taking the weaponsmithing kit.
Doshko?
Yeah,
I
is
don't
it just a
remember.
tactical Doshko?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Zyson, I don't know if you want that or not. It's a
Oh, sure.
it's a big weapon. A biggin.
What is its stats? I'm starting to get a little weighed down with carrying.
Tactical
Weapons.
Doshko. It's worth 240 credits. Does 1d12 piercing damage on a hit. Is 1 bulk. It's analog and unwieldy.
Which doesn't really. I mean, it's funny that it's a Vesk weapon, but Kasathas are super great with it. It's like, I don't care that it's unwieldy. I have another weapon.
Yeah,
2 a.m.
you could have the
Yeah, let's take
Doshko
it.
and the pike out.
Let's take it.
Yeah.
And I'm taking the weaponsmithing kit, I guess.
Alrighty.
Shall we head over to Medellin?
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna.
You head
Yeah.
to Medellins. Where's my mouse? There it is. I'm taking you to my brother's junk shop just because.
Okay.
Let's look at that. But, and this. So you make your way into Medellins module. Which side do you go in? Do you go in the personal side or the business?
Personal.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do you press the doorbell?
Yes.
I knock.
Okay, you knock. You knock and also press the doorbell. A voice comes from the doorbell and says, "Give me 3 minutes."
He was wanking it. I can always tell. I have a sense for this thing. Unfortunately, dude was wanking it. Just saying.
Okay.
That must make
minutes
interstellar
pass.
travel really tough for you.
It's fine.
A few minutes go by, and then you hear, "Okay, come on in."
You sure?
All
All right.
He says, "I'm dressed."
That's good.
Let's go in.
You go in, and he is obviously he's still damp. He was clearly taking a shower, as you do when you get released from a gross location after a while. He actually takes you back into the other side that he's made sort of into a oh no, the other side's a chapel. No, so he just invites you to sit down in his living area, and says, "I'm afraid most of my food isn't good anymore. I'd offer you something." He opens a chest and says, "But would anyone like anything to drink?"
Whiskey?
He sort of shuffles around. I have. Let's see. Can I get a list of Pact Worlds? Feces real quick. No, I can't. Okay. He says, "Well, I have some Castrovellan wine."
I guess
My
we'll
favorite.
take it. We did just save your life, but I guess us
He
noble heroes.
corks it. And then he keeps looking. So he has several.
No, it was a joke. We'll take the wine. It's just not a big deal.
He I mean he is a Lashunta, so partial to the Castrovellan stuff. But he does have, let's see, he has an Acatonian whiskey.
How is that?
Yeah.
It's the good shit.
That he will pull out. It's about half empty, and he says, "This is the strongest stuff I've got."
Fuck
Clunk.
yeah. Let's do it.
Then he looks around and pulls out a couple of bottles of beer.
Aussie shots.
And says, "There are, I don't know, there's 3 bottles of beer," and he drops, says, "And this was made here."
A local microbrewery.
It's
How'd you
about as
find the
micro
time?
as you get, friends.
That's good.
With,
I'll take the whiskey.
150 and change on the entire planet. You can't even Abadar himself could only sell so much. So he offers you whatever alcohol you would like. He also has water.
I'll have water. I don't even know if we're out of this yet.
One for you, and one for me. Cheers.
So we brought something, and I guess a couple of things, and it's up to you, I suppose, to decide what to do with them. One is these weapons, and I guess we'll get out the chest or the case or whatever, how we're carrying it, and show him, if you want to distribute these to people, so they can have some means of protection in case there are more cadets hanging around.
He looks down at them and says, "Well, I appreciate that." Sorry, I have a cat trying to swipe at my dice.
We also have this person.
Murphy, go away. Stop it, Murphy. So he looks down at the weapons and he nods. And he says, "There are a few here who are handy with weapons." And he, let's see. So you are giving him the long arms.
And there's long arms and there's knives.
Okay.
And
So
there's a couple of semi-auto pistols.
Okay, so you are giving him 2 because you have a total of 4 tactical semi-auto.
And I have 1. And I don't know if somebody else had 1.
So you're giving him 3.
Anybody else have 1?
Anyone else objecting?
What?
Semi-auto pistol.
Do you want a tactical semi-auto pistol?
Oh no.
So he picks up 1, and he you can see he sort of places it by his bed, and he says, "I can use that. I can think of, well, Ibretta." And he nods at the rifles. Garaya, and he holds up the second or another one of the semi-auto pistols. He holds up a third pistol, Jellic. And then, well, Corsica, if she survived, that's her Doshko. And Doc, Ludvar, maybe.
Well. Graham, you are muted again, maybe? Or are you actually not saying anything?
If you if you have met any of these, well, imprisoned with me, if we had Sedona, I suspect, she's never said, I suspect she's handy with something.
Well,
there's a couple problems.
A couple?
Yeah.
That Jellic didn't make it.
And Sedona is captured.
Well, I know Sedona's captured. They took her out of the cage we were in, but Bellic, what happened to him?
He was made an example of.
Yeah.
He just sort of rubs it's kind of a weird thing. He rubs the base of his antenna, sort of as a nervous habit, maybe. Because he's Lashunta. It's antenna. And poor man. His Ibretta. She's gone through so much already. And now this. She may not be in any mood to fight, or maybe we'll have to hold her back, actually.
Somebody's upset about that.
It's Murphy whining in the background.
I'm sorry to hear it. But we've lost several to the Aslanti. He's not the first. Hopefully he's the last.
That's,
You mentioned Sedona. Did you know of her?
Yeah, we were friends. We kind of... Everything... The whole reason why we're here is because of her. We didn't have our ship before and for that android.
It looks like she is no longer on the planet. Or in the system, maybe. Definitely, right?
He nods. That makes sense.
So
they remarkably loose-lipped, the Aslanti. I knew she was being removed. They said she was being removed for transfer to a ship. with the other cargo.
So we need to find out about that too. So if Sedona's wrapped up in it, and I have a feeling to get her out, we need to know all we can about that thing.
Whatever this relic she was looking at really is, whether her hunch is correct or not, it seems to be what they're here for.
Does she know something that they don't? Is that why they're keeping her alive?
Maybe. She had direct contact with it. She studied it. I don't know.
Probably hid it.
Well, they took it, didn't they? The rune drive?
I haven't seen anything to suggest that.
The computer did say that some of Olaraj's notes indicated that they recovered the rune drive.
Oh shit!
They transferred it. They transferred her and the rune drive
together. They were both together on the Space Needle or whatever it was called.
They're going to Seattle.
I'm just misremembering all sorts of things.
Silver Needle, whatever.
She's the only one that can use it. We all owe it to her to try to rescue her.
Oh, well, that's why we...
Different points.
Yeah.
Plus, that drive is really cool.
He says, it's just like Sedona to know rescue. She seems to know everyone.
Yeah, that crazy Sedona. We've got to find her,
also,
though. Got to rescue her.
We have... who is the strongest out of us?
Me.
It is you?
No.
Who is carrying the prisoner?
Probably
I think
Zyson.
Shardik was... Shardik was carrying
Bear.
the corpse.
Well, I could
We
be
also
dragging
have
her.
this cadet who is not dead.
He looks down.
You know, I'm not going to do anything, or we're not going to do anything with her, but she is yours to deal with. You were imprisoned. You know, it was your colony that was taken over.
Mm-hmm.
He goes back to... He just sort of looks down and says, I'm of two minds. She should stand trial here. But perhaps we could hold on to her and give her the stewards, the Pact Council, whoever.
Fair
But
enough.
she should stand trial. I'll think on it. Thank you.
Also, they might be back at some point to find out what happened.
I mean, the ship is still in orbit, right? Or not in orbit, but it's in system.
It's in the system, yeah.
It would be too good to be true for it never to come back.
And that now that we've taken care of the signal jammer, the ship can now communicate with...
Well, if they tried to. They may not try to because they assume the signal jammer is still up.
Well, but there's nobody for them left to communicate with, even if they do get through.
Right. That's what. Yeah.
Which will let them know that something is wrong, and then they'll come and blow everything up.
Well, except how do you tell the difference between a signal that's being jammed and a signal that's just not being sent? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Either way, they try to
The
call
engineer.
us and they get nothing. It's static versus...
Either way,
static.
they're probably going to come back because they said they were going to resupply.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nobody here to resupply with.
Medellin stands up and goes over to a computer, taps on something, and says, in any case, I suppose rewards are in order. You were the delivery ship, yes?
Yup.
The Red Abbey.
Aye.
he actually no, he wouldn't know the name of your ship. You are the delivery ship.
Mhm.
And
The
he
Red Abbey.
says,
Thank you, Shardak.
Red Abbey, he types that in. And he hands you a cred stick. 5,000 credits as promised.
What did we even deliver again?
Supplies.
I am trusting that you will still deliver the supply.
Of course.
They are still on our ship.
We need to
we
get
can-
back to Abby.
We can land the ship here now that the gun is not shooting at us.
I will also offer, if you wish, we can upgrade your ship for you as an extra reward.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Mechanically, upgrade your ship, guys,
Yay!
to tier 2
Yay.
because you're level 2.
So we each get a...
And then finally, he says, if you're looking for the so what do you intend to do now?
Well, we have that crash ship. There's more of them there, but we don't want to abandon you when the other ship comes back, the Barazad or whatever it was called.
Well,
But
that's
their field team is the best bet to find information about where they've taken Shidona, though.
Yeah, I think we should take care of the field team, because that includes the lieutenant, right?
Yes.
And the lieutenant seemed to actually really be in charge, not the master at arms,
Right.
even though they were different branches of the military.
Yeah.
So she would probably know where Sedona is,
Yes.
or where Sedona was sent. Now that the signal jammer is not jamming, can we send word back to the Pack Worlds that some serious shit is happening?
You can do that, absolutely. You would need to go back to your ship, which is a couple of hours away.
Yeah, can we get to our ship and then fly the ship back to town, basically?
Yeah, you can do that.
How far away is the crash ship?
The crashed ship. So, where is that? I think it was in the garrison, but you would have seen it. There was a map to it. But Medellin can also tell you where it is. It is about 12 miles northwest of Medellin. So it's actually the opposite way. So you parked your ship to the northeast of Medellin's Landing, and the crash is northwest of Medellin's Landing. So it is. So you're about, I think it was 2 hours away northeast, and he estimates that it would take you about 12 hours to walk to the crash site.
It was pretty faster to fly.
So we get the ship and fly to the crash site. And we
also
blast
need to
them into
return the
the
supplies.
ring.
Yeah.
And send a signal back to
He
home
says, Abadar does teach us that preparation is key. Get it?
Boo. I get it.
None of you. Never mind.
We don't worship this.
Preparation is important. You may want to consider what it is exactly you're going to do, and consider how much time it will take for us to work on your ship.
How much time will that take?
Which I have not looked up, but it's half the time. They're going to do it in half the time. I looked that up.
Because they are really good at it.
Going to be in ship, starships, building starships 292. I hope it's there. Probably not there. It's leveling up is never where you. I know how you level a starship, but
Okay, so assuming it takes
upgrading.
some amount of time.
1d4 days per system.
Installing a single upgrade usually takes 1d4 days. So it will take
1 to 2 days.
1d2 days rounded down. So
A day or two.
a day or two per system that you upgrade.
Hmm.
So like if you put all of your build points into a giant fucking gun, you could get that in a day or two.
Guys, I got an idea.
Great.
So you can do this however you want. It is not metagaming to say you know this ship is coming back. You know that the bad guys are over there. They are offering to do upgrades. You're going to, if you're going to walk, it's going to take you a day there.
Hover
a day there. And
Yeah, I was about to say,
Trikes.
don't we have like little speeder bikes or something?
You do have hover
Hover
trikes. The hover trikes would be there. Yeah. So what would you like to do? You can upgrade something now. You can ask them to upgrade entirely. You could go first. What's your plan?
I think we're going to go on the hover trikes to the away team, kill them all, and in the meantime, these guys back at Medellon's Landing can upgrade our ship.
All right.
That sound good?
Yeah.
Good.
So next week we will begin. I'm actually a little torn whether we do this on camera or not. I think it makes sense to not build a ship on camera. I think that
Sure.
makes for really bad air.
I'll come with,
Talk about what we upgrade.
yeah, we'll message them. and figure out what
But
we
yeah,
upgrade.
you can do it in Discord and
Yeah.
decide on what it is that you're going to do. Then I will roll your 1d and figure out how much time it's going to take you. And we'll see. Actually, yeah, you can choose which order to go in. So it's like, if we get back, the first thing we want is bigger guns, better shields, or I don't know, put in this kitchen system for us. That will be. I will give you that. You can definitely put in the system,
Fuck yeah.
and that's what
Awesome.
we will do next time.
Yeah. Sweet. Can't wait to get some sweet upgrades and a kitchen for my cheese buggers. Sweet. Well,
Equivalents.
good game, guys. And thank you all so much for watching Really Playing Games, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. We'll tune in next week where we will take out the evil ponies, which are donkeys. Until then, lasers.